Hello and welcome to Mining Review Africa, and today we are speaking to Dewald Tintinger, who's the Technical Director at Weba Chute Systems, and we're speaking about understanding material and flow. Dewald, always great to chat to you.
Yeah, good morning, thank you.
Okay. What makes material behavior the starting point in designing a custom transfer chute?
Yeah, that's a very specific topic that we need to look at, and the key to start a chute design. The type of material can obviously it differs from commodity to commodity, but even within a specific commodity it goes through a certain process, and during that process it's also forever changing. Deciding on which method to use when designing the chute and your lining method, whether it's a steel line chute or a cascade chute with material flow, the material characteristics helps you decide on which way to approach and solve the specific problem in hand.
Okay. Now, Dewald, can you tell me, how does Weba Chute Systems combine laboratory flow analysis with real-world site experience?
Yeah, there's obviously a difference, and one needs to, I think, as a starting point, understand what do you get from lab tests. And these tests are done using a specific particle distribution, which is most of the time -4, and then it's manipulated in the lab at different pressures and different moistures to give you X results. Now, knowing how that fits into the actual chute that you're designing and where that fits into the process, because most of those tests that are done might not reach those conditions within the field. So you need to first understand where do the set of parameters that you've got from the lab fit into your field, and then also if the PhD is different to just the -4, you've still got your run of mine, the bigger lumps to consider. All of that needs to be combined together in deciding the way forward on the design.
Okay. Now, Dewald, obviously the company has a wealth of experience, having supplied thousands of chutes throughout the world. But can you tell me, why is hands-on experience still so important when there are digital tools like DEM around?
Yeah, I suppose without a starting point and without a design, you can't do a DEM. So it's critical to understand how you design a chute, what needs to be taken into consideration, and then at the same time know what you can expect from the DEM, how to set it up properly. If you don't have the right information in based on experience, you're not going to get a result which is acceptable. So one needs to have the knowledge to firstly set up, calibrate, and also know what you're looking at when you do look at a DEM.
And what are the limitations of simulation tools when compared to actual point conditions?
There's quite a few. Dust is difficult to simulate. The simulation time is one of the biggest issues actually. Your result in a DEM software varies from 30 to say 200 seconds, where steady state, as you call it, where the simulation will stay unchanged, will happen at about 60 seconds within a simulation. When in real life we know a chute can run for a day without any issues, and then it will block over a week. So those changes and various factors like your scraper fines, that over time builds up. You can't simulate that. Your material consolidating and causing blockages, especially when you have clay material building up on to each other as time passes, you can't simulate that. So it's knowing where these pitfalls are and what needs to be considered outside of DEM to ensure that all the boxes are ticked.
Absolutely. One final question, Dewald. How does Weba Chute Systems' science-led design approach translate into better reliability and lower maintenance for your customers?
Yeah, I think our approach is different to many, especially those basing everything on the DEM. The continuum method, which is the science approach, is the backbone of our success and kind of how we got to where we are today, and all of our results is based on that. And we've done over 5,000 chutes. What we've learned in those cases, applying that to the continuum and scientific approach. And then also not ignoring the DM. You know, you need to take that into consideration. There's great things out there that might show us something else that we cannot see through the first method. So just putting everything together kind of helps us get to the best result for the client in the end.
Great stuff. Well, Dewald, always great to chat to you. Thank you for your insights and for joining us on Mining Review Africa today.
Perfect. Thank you.